Hi, Larry Buxton here. Welcome to Leading with Spirit, where we explore issues of character and leadership. Please subscribe on LarryBuxton.com. The leader of an organization who once succeeded me in that position was planning to celebrate the completion of a project that began under my leadership. I heard about it secondhand from a colleague who'd been invited to speak at the celebration, so I allowed time for an invitation to arrive in case there'd been a problem with the mail. But when it clearly wasn't going to come, I saw and I approached my successor at a conference. "I understand you're planning to celebrate such and so," I said. "That's great. I'd obviously like to be a part of that somehow." And his response, "We're not looking backwards. We're looking forwards. We're moving on." And since then, I hear that response as the rationale for avoiding unpleasant conversations or dodging embarrassing, even illegal behavior. Donald Trump and the Republicans in Congress don't want to investigate January 6th at all. They say, time to move on. The NFL doesn't want a deep probe of the harassment culture in the Washington football team. The league and Dan Snyder want to move on. Jerry Falwell Jr. didn't want to answer for his immoral behavior while leading Liberty University. He quit to avoid further inquiries and said, quote, "I'm happy to move on." Got in his car, took off. And when Andrew Cuomo resigned as New York governor to avoid trying to justify his offensive treatment of women, he said, "The best way I can help now is if I step aside and let our government," well, you know. Moving on can sound like a positive approach to the future, but it's more often trotted out to hide harmful revelations about the past. Moving on can sound like a way of expressing forgiveness. Oh, let bygones be bygones, when it's actually avoiding that very thing. In personal relationships, sure, we've all had times when our different opinions just don't mesh, when we can't align our different interpretations of something. Then, moving on can be a step into the future, after partners each feel well heard and more talk isn't helping. But I've learned to be suspicious of the phrase. I've learned to listen for who says it. When it's spoken by the wounded party, that's one thing. But when it's proposed by the one who stands the most to gain by being let off the hook, when it's suggested as a replacement for accountability, that's when deciding not to move on can be most productive. So let's not pack up and move on just yet. Stay parked and begin the conversation of honest accountability first. You and your organization will be all the healthier for it. I hope you'll like and subscribe to these weekly Leading with Spirit videos on character and leadership. You can easily access them for free through LarryBuxton.com. We're here to encourage you in the challenging work of leading families, teams, organizations, and congregations. Thanks for watching. Safe travels. God bless you.